somebody?
No, just gathering content for a story.
I have yet to go hang out in the clink.
Well, if they can do anything, I'm gonna have them arrest you.
I can guarantee you this, though. You're going to be disappointed in the results because they'll leave before I do.
I'm not arguing with the fact that you're here, okay?
And that it's lawful.
You've done your research, all that. I'm not going to get into that with you. I just, what do I need to tell people?
Please turn it off.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good, how you doing? Good.
Waiting for somebody?
No, just gathering content for a story.
Oh, okay. I switched you to camera.
Oh, ma'am, you dropped
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I did. I gotta pick that up too. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do it, woman. I like it.
Why are you filming?
I just got some stuff to collect for
Pardon me?
information. Got stuff to collect for information.
You don't have my permission to be filming me.
Okay,
Please turn it off.
not gonna happen.
Okay, we'll have the cops talk to you.
Cool. I'll see him here in a few.
Documentary?
Yeah, I just gathered some information. Some people get a little upset about it. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
We all having fun?
Heck yeah. Glad to see you using your rights as well.
Well, if they can do anything, I'm gonna have them arrest you.
Okay, I'll wait right here for him.
Permission.
I'll definitely wait right here for them. You want to wait for them too? I'll wait with you.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you this, though. You're going to be disappointed in the results because they'll leave before I do.
Why are you doing this?
100% guarantee you.
Why are you doing this?
Sir, it doesn't matter why I'm doing it.
Well, it does to me.
Well, you know, sometimes we don't get what we want in life.
Okay.
There you go. Good talk, buddy. Your friends in blue showing up? I mean, while you're certainly welcome to take pictures of whatever cars you want, it's not mine. They're not going to show. If they do, it'd be pretty unusual. But hey, you never know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't.
I'm just here to figure everything out.
Cool.
Are you doing all right?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. What's going on with her?
Honestly, I have no idea. When I was inside,
Okay.
I was filming. I had a brief, mild encounter with her. She dropped her thing, and I said, "Hey, you dropped your thing," and she
Oh, okay.
got it all in video. She knew she was being videoed. She's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So that was it. I'm sure you're familiar with Poster 7 and all the rules and regulations, Code of Federal Regulations allowing individuals to do all this
I
stuff.
don't deal a lot with the post office, but
Okay.
go ahead. Copy. Yes, go ahead and tell me what you're talking about. You said postal.
Yeah, there's a poster in there. In fact, if you want to see it, I'd be happy to show you.
I take your word for it.
Okay.
I believe you're being honest with me.
Poster 7 is an excerpt of Title 39 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 232.1H51, which
Okay.
specifically says, hey, you could be here doing this thing
Right.
as long as you don't impede or obstruct access to
The
or
box.
use of the post office. So if I'm just
Okay.
standing in the door,
Yeah.
obviously that's impeding
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's also a DHS memo. It was issued in 2010,
Yeah.
reissued in 2018, reaffirmed in 2020. It says, hey, if it's a federal building, you can film on the outside of it, and as long as it comports with 39 CFR 232.1, you can film on the inside.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's basically
So and you're saying that you didn't interfere with anything today? Is what
got
she's-
100% video of it.
Okay. All right.
100% video of it.
So we find out why are we here?
You're just doing like a documentary, or
I'm just collecting footage of the post office.
Of what though?
Of the post office.
That's it?
Yeah. That's it.
so are you?
Here's
with,
I
like,
do it all over. I do it all
You're-
over the
Are
country.
you with a specific like a YouTube channel or?
No, I just go around. I document post offices, mostly federal
So help-
buildings.
What I'm asking is help me explain, because we're going to keep getting calls about you today. Right now I have 2 reports on my desk and another guy wanting to know what to do about his kid because his kid keeps acting up. Okay?
I'd
So
go help that person.
I just need some help from you to tell me, like,
What to explain to people?
what am I supposed to explain
That I'm just
to
filming in
people?
public. There's no difference in me doing
Oh.
it here, walking down the street filming.
I get that.
So why would you explain? Why would you report?
This
or-
isn't a normal behavior. Normal.
social norms are different liberties, man.
Look, I'm not arguing with the fact that you're
Okay.
here, okay?
And that it's lawful.
You've done your research, all that. I'm not going to get into that with you. What do I need to tell people?
Sir, I'm not trying to sound crass, but I'll repeat it again. It is literally just as simple as me saying to you, this is what I'm doing. There is nothing other beyond
So you're just
beyond
trying
that.
to express your right to be able to do it? Is that?
Yeah, it's my
Okay.
First Amendment right to film in public.
So you know, I mean, obviously, what he's trying to get at is people are going to keep calling.
Sure.
So eventually, we got to call them back, right? So
No.
No, I mean, we have to by our policies and procedures. We have to call them as they called us.
Okay.
We got to say, hey, look, we already checked in on him. We talked to him. He said everything is okay. He's just
Sure.
expressing his right to do that. That's
Yeah.
all he's trying to ask, man. Is that's what he's getting
No,
at.
I get that, and all I'm saying to you is
We're not
that.
saying you're doing anything
No,
wrong.
no, I appreciate that. I know you
Yeah.
guys are being really cordial and polite and nice,
Yeah.
and I professional. I
Yeah.
respect that and appreciate it. The reality is honestly, as a citizen,
Yeah.
you know what I'd like you to do for me as one of my police officers
Yeah.
is call them just like you would imagine, because this is Idaho. Juxtapose it with New York.
Yeah.
Person walks down the street with a sidearm in New York. What happens? Nuclear meltdown because it's a liberal place. They're going to freak out about a firearm. You are going to be like, that's a nice 44 Magnum.
Right.
Sweet, I'd go bear hunting with that.
Right.
That's probably what you're going to do.
Right.
The difference is that social norms don't dictate liberties.
Right.
And so what I need you to do for me as a citizen, and I respect the fact that you showed up to render aid to them. There's nothing to render aid on.
No.
And in this case...
That's why I'm talking to you with my
Yeah,
hands
no,
in my
I appreciate it.
pockets.
And in this case, the best thing to do is to, I think, let them know, hey, look, I get that from a social norms perspective, this may not be something you're used to or see, but just because that's not a social norm for you doesn't mean it's unlawful.
So is that what you're trying to achieve, is to teach people that
it's about education.
it's acceptable to be able to
Yeah, it's about education.
So have you tried to talk to people and let them know that's what you're out here for?
Sometimes. I mean, you know, this guy's a little rude, so I decided not to engage with him any further. If he had been a little more polite, a little less gruff.
If you want to wait over there, I'll talk to you. I just don't want to get in between.
No. Is he breaking the law?
Right now, as far as what I understand, no. So, but I'm trying to determine that. So it's my
Okay.
partner.
Yeah.
So-
Well, you have my information. If he is, I would like to press charges.
Oh.
Because I asked him why he was filming. He said, I'm collecting information. I said, I want you to stop. You don't have my permission. He says, I don't need it and I won't. So,
It's a one-party consent state in Idaho versus Washington. It's a two-party consent.
okay.
Hey, sir, I'll talk to you over here now.
Well, we're trying to determine what's going on.
Actually, there's the thing about the two-party consent state in Washington as well.
Yeah, you might know more about it than I do. So I don't
Yeah,
work over there.
I'm not trying to be
Washington,
a jerk.
or Idaho, you have the right to
Yeah,
record
Phil,
anybody.
yeah.
I know that because I run my own camera.
Washington State,
Public areas, right?
it's if there's no expectation of privacy.
Okay.
So if you're talking to Susie McStevenson on the street, and
No expectation
maybe there's a
of privacy.
DV or something that happened,
Right.
and I walk up and I'm filming, let's say 15 feet away
Right.
in Washington,
Right. You're okay.
you're okay because there's no expectation. But, you know, if she says, hey, maybe she's in the parking lot with you and she says, hey, postmaster, could we go in your back area so I can talk to the police officer because I don't want to be filmed while I'm giving my report?
Right.
Well, I can't go back there. If I did, you'd be like, hey, magic bracelets, go hang out, Kootenai County
yeah.
Detention Center, see you later.
Right. I
but
get what you're saying.
in the long run, yes, what I'm trying to achieve is get an education for citizens that have lost touch and connection with their awareness of what the First Amendment fully allows people to do.
Yeah.
Social norms often don't correlate to liberties.
And I'm 100% on page. But can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If you're good with it?
Absolutely.
If
You are
someone
being
was
awesome,
walking
so I
around
don't mind talking to you at all.
filming you, would it alarm you at all?
Zero.
Zero? Okay.
Zero.
And that's a personal thing from each person to person, right?
Exactly, it's a social norm. In fact, one of the other things I do in other parts of the country, sometimes in Idaho, not as often because it's not an issue of a social norm here,
Right.
is doing a Second Amendment audit.
And I was just about to bring that up. I'm pro Second Amendment.
Yeah,
I can legally go into the grocery store and carry my AR-15.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's not something that's normally seen, like you said, a social norm.
Yeah.
But people are going to get alarmed, so I choose typically not to do that. But I understand where you're getting at.
Yeah.
You want to let people know that it's legal to do that.
yeah,
But at the same time, you got lots of people that freak out. So like, what are his intentions, right? They don't know. It's not
Sure.
normal that people typically shop with an AR-15,
Sure.
right?
well, you
And
know,
it's not typically normal people film in the post office, and
Sure.
that's why people keep calling.
yeah.
So we
And
had 2 calls, and I'm just letting you know before we got here,
Sure.
we had 2 calls within 5 minutes, and that's why we responded here to talk and make sure everything's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, hey,
So-
you know, look, I like the fact that you're a responsive police force. You're here to render aid. I think that's great. You're also extremely professional. You're aware of the
Well, and for your
allowances.
sake too. We want to make sure that your rights are not being violated.
And I appreciate that because I can't tell you how many states I've been to where the police show up and they make it a one-party issue. They're like, well, this guy's doing something that doesn't conform to social norms,
Right.
and I just don't want the disturbance. I don't want the continued calls. I don't want whatever. So I'm going to put the pressure on this guy to leave, and I'm the guy that's like, hey, if we got to go hang out at the detention center, let's do it.
Right.
Because that Bivens
No, I
claim or
wouldn't-
that 1983 action later is going to suck
I
on the
would
expense.
put the pressure on you. I'd put it more on you to decide for the well-being of you and everybody else and what
Sure.
you decide to do.
I'm just going to stand over here, and once you guys pull off, I'll head out.
Very good. Have a good day.
Yeah, take care. All right, RPD Suffolk Police Department 4010. What was your name again?
Officer Allen, JD.
Alan. I remember JD, but I didn't remember Alan. All right, hey, take care, man.